All right, tiny homes just might solve a not so tiny problem in Salt Lake City. This morning we continue our summer interview series on the Utah housing crunch. Interviews with the experts live every Monday morning. Today we're talking a design competition to help our underserved and often unhoused communities. You can submit your design ideas online for a chance to help change the city. Joining me to tell us more is Blake Thomas, the Director of Community and Neighborhoods for the City of Salt Lake. Blake, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Can we start with kind of quantifying the issue here? How many people need housing in Salt Lake City?
Sure. In Salt Lake City proper, there's about a 7,000 housing unit shortage, and that translates to about 45 to 50,000 units statewide.
That's an incredible number there. And so why a tiny home competition? Why tiny homes?
Sure. In Salt Lake City, as elsewhere in the country, there's a shortage of supply and a surplus of demand. This prices residents out of buying, who then rent instead. So with an increased demand in renting, we have historically low vacancy rates, which leads to higher prices. So despite all the constructions and cranes that you might see as you drive through Salt Lake City, there are just too many people needing a place to live and still few places for them to live. So as to why tiny homes, they take less time to build and the cost to build is lower than a typical home. You need less space and land, and this is a housing type that doesn't currently exist in our market at a large scale. So why we're having this competition is because, well, we have incredibly talented people at the city. We know we don't have a monopoly on good ideas. So we really look forward to seeing the designs that are submitted, hopefully from all around the world.
Got it. Interesting. So I got to admit to you, one of my little guilty pleasures is going on YouTube and watching some of these videos looking at tiny homes, tiny home tours. There's so many options and things available. So I'm sure that you're going to get some really creative solutions here to this very real problem. I am curious. You mentioned that they're faster to build, a little cheaper to build. These are, going to be used for our underserved population. So how are you kind of striking that balance between getting these available quickly and making sure that they're safe, dignified places to live?
Sure. So Mayor Mendenhall and the Salt Lake City Council, they've made equity initiatives a top priority. So yes, to your point, we want these homes to be available to people struggling to find affordable housing. But while these tiny homes can be a good option for housing our unsheltered population, we should keep in mind that these are intended for people of all backgrounds and life stages. So that could be retired couples looking to downsize, young professionals wanting smaller footprints, recent graduates wanting a place of their own, teachers, students, and so on. As to your point about safety, it's important to remember that this is just a design competition to help generate ideas. So the building process would require the same permitting and code process as any home to ensure that they are safe. The difference is that these homes may become somewhat standard. So once the plans are approved, they would be rebuilt to the same specifications elsewhere with site-specific adjustments. So what we hope is to have a library of plans that can help speed up the building process.
Got it.
And help
Interesting.
save time and money.
Blake, we only have about 30 seconds left. People can submit their designs until the end of October, I should say. Before we go, are there any tips or elements you can recommend people include in their design to have a leg up in the competition?
Absolutely. There will be a jury, and the criteria includes durability, accessibility, sustainability, affordability, and livability. So I don't want to limit creativity outside of that, but follow those parameters, and I can't wait to see the creative solutions that come in, and I hope that we can translate those into the real world.
Blake Thomas, the Director of Community and Neighborhoods for the City of Salt Lake. I hope we get to talk to you again, Blake, when the competition's over, because I'm really excited to see what designs you guys get.